It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in stores. We've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. 5-yard line. They go right back to White here on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Newton. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the 4.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
That's 20. Gun.
Michel going to try again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Neiman on the tackle.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for KC. 44 yards on the ground.
44 yards on the play. 1st down, Chiefs.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Patriots' 33-yard line.
Second and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Snap coming at one, and it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
For the Chiefs field goal, a 46-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Chiefs.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Anthony Hitchens.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Cam throwing complete here to Edelman. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Into the hands of Lee on the jet sweep. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Wide receiver.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Down at the 26.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. To Michelle on the screen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, Michelle. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
20.
Here's White. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If this is all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here's Mecole Hardman. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, check, rock 54, rock 54. Red one, red one. Mike 54.
On first down, Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Switch, switch, switch.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
For the Patriots.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The kickoff for Kansas City.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. It's our time. It's our time. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run with White. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 32 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the two-point try. They'll run for it with Michel, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Williams. And he's got some space here. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
It's
an outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 56 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They run it again with Williams. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They'll start the drive with a give to White, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Sony Michel, the ball.
Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Again, it's Michelle. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
It's third down and 6.
Switch up, switch up. Let's go, let's go. Hey! Mike, number 53. Mike. Hey, hey! Big stop, G. Big stop, let's go. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. New England on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Newton. He's got the hook up to Lee. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey! Tighten up. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
On 2nd and 1, Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Nothing new. On 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Now it's Bird on the return. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's White. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
White, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. Opting to run again here with White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that pushes the lead up to 23. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Last stop. Last stop.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Gain of 7.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Tyreek Hill. Touchdown.
Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
The Chiefs.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tried to roll out and make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there is really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
From the 50, Newton. Got his man on the comebacker. That's Lee. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Today's final score.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon.